I can't say the guy's name. Marty
Necas.
Necas.
Yeah.
You want to go get Necas? And I think, yeah, that'd be a nice fit. Sounds like a nice player. Does it fit in the timeline again? Like, he is young enough, but do you need to commit to that guy without knowing what you have moving forward? And are you moving Markstrom? Is Wolf good enough? Right? Like, you say you got Wolf. Well, to me, that's like, okay, but is he? Do you?
Because let's say it took you 5 years, Rhett, to get back to the playoffs. Necas is now 30, and on a Stanley Cup contender, he was the 4th or 5th best.
I like the player. I don't love the idea of the Flames paying up to get him.
Agreed.
Because there's another part of it. I think he's a very skilled player, but as we watch this playoff and you see some highly skilled guys kind of evaporate here and there, this guy was a third liner for Rod the Bod.
Yep.
Right? I just putting again, fanboys for Rod the Bod, right? That's what we are. But here's a guy, he's a center. No, he's playing on the wing. Oh, well, where's he playing? Third line. I was just kind of looking up where the season ended, which can change.
What's he going to want? 8?
Yep. He's going to want 8.
And I'm sorry, like, if you can't crack the top 2 lines of a cup contender, I don't want to give you 8. You might be a great player, but
Jack Drury, Jordan Martinook, and Martin Necas were on the third line. It was Teravainen, Stahl, and Jarvis on line 2, Gensel, Aho, Svechnikov. Now, if you don't have Gensel, then maybe you are playing higher in the lineup.
Yeah.
And you go out and get Gensel regardless, if you can get him, if you're Carolina. I don't know that it was a Necas problem that we had to get a little bit deeper, but we'll take him and keep him away from whoever else in the East if we can get that deal done. It doesn't feel like a slam dunk to me.
So Pike has been like, here, first off, is it a retool? Is it a rebuild? There's 5 skaters left from the Battle of Alberta, less than 2 years ago.
Pretend all you want that it's not.
Rebuild. It is.
Yes. So, like, if you don't want to call it that, cool, whatever keeps you warm at night, everyone's gone from the last team that made the playoffs.
You've missed the playoffs 2 straight years. You're picking in the top 10.
And you might move Markstrom. So now you're basically
you traded a bunch of guys on expiring contracts.
Like, it's a rebuild. It just is. And so then it's like, okay, so how long are you into the rebuild? Well, it's been 3 months since you really started pulling the chute on your veterans. You're 3 months into a rebuild here, fellas. This is when you accumulate as many lottery tickets as you can. And that means not moving firsts for guys that are already into their free agent money. You could do it, but I don't know that you're not going to bottom out as hard, and you're not going to be as good at the end of it. That's all it
build organically. Don't chase.
Yeah, like if you want to work a player for player deal, sure, but you have to keep all your lottery tickets at this point. First rounders, second rounders cannot be going out the door the next 3 years.
Don't be competing with other teams to try and get an asset and a piece that you think is unique to your needs. That's
totally.
You have too many needs to try and go single one out and go, oh, this will feel
100%. Yeah, now that we've got Marty Necas, we still don't have a centerman franchise player, and we still don't have a top pair guy.
And our goalie might want to leave, and we might be no good at
Yeah, and so do you like him? Sure, but when you say the names like Vancouver, like, well, that makes some sense because they're in their window. And you add that guy to a winning group, there you go.
Yeah, and I don't even think they can get him with what they've got because I agree with you. You can't give up your number 9 pick for this guy. That's insanity. No. And you don't. And the other thing is, you with the draft the way it is, you don't know what you're getting in that position as far as your draft pick.
You might have the second best player in the draft at number 9.
You might have the second best winger available in the draft at number 9.
You're the best winger,
or the best.
You might have the best D. Like, honestly, when you look at these 6 defensemen, I'll throw Yakimchuk in with the other ones. Like, Salayev's 6'7", and he could go at 2. He could be there at 9. You're telling me you could have a 6'7" Russian defender who played in the KHL at 17 on entry level and below market. You can lock him up for 7 years here before you have to pay free agent money,
and not worry about the mistakes a young defenseman's going to make. Right? Like, go play.
Yeah.
Necas, very good player, not a core piece Carolina, or this wouldn't be happening to him.
There you go, Conroy. We're giving it one of these. I'm holding up my hand. It's a stop sign.
I was waiting for you to
We're saying nay to Necas.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to check out more of our content right here on the Flames Nation YouTube page. We had a bunch of great long form interviews. You can check out some videos we've done as well outside of the studio. And of course, if you want more writing or merchandise stuff, flamesnation.ca or nationgear.ca. Appreciate you watching.